Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Shiv Kumar News. Here I am only reading the Hindu newspaper. My purpose in improving my knowledge and English only, nothing else. Therefore, please support and guide me. This is our today article about Baluchistan. What is happening in Baluchistan? Lingering tensions. Pakistan Army soldiers stand at the tunnel where the train was attacked by militants in Bolan, Baluchistan, Pakistan on March 15. Pakistan domestic politics will broadly define the trajectory of unrest in Baluchistan. However, considering the lack of legitimacy and confidence in Pakistan military and government, serious negotiation between the insurgent and the military civilians leadership seems to be out of the picture. Article written by Sanjay Pulipaka, World Insight. On March 11, militants of the Baluchistan Liberation Army BLA hijacked a train with approximately 400 passengers in the mountainous region between Quetta and Sibi in Pakistan. After releasing the women and children, the BLA militants demanded the release of their compatriots from prison in exchange for the remaining passenger. The government of Pakistan refused to negotiate and launched a military operation to free the passenger, which lasted for well over 24 hours. Pakistan's Inter-Service Public Relation (ISPR) official stated that there were 21 civilian fatalities and that four frontier Crops personnel lost their lives in the operation. However, various media outlets have hinted that the Pakistan forces may have incurred further significant losses. Subsequently, Pakistan security forces came under heavy attack in different parts of Baluchistan, a united insurgency. Before the train hijacking, there were growing concern about the deteriorating security situation in Baluchistan. During a discussion in Pakistan National Assembly, some members expressed anxiety that parts of Baluchistan may secede from Pakistan. However, intelligence agencies failed to detect a large operation in the making. The train hijack has demonstrated that insurgents have acquired operation capability to launch massive attacks on Pakistan security forces and that they can withstand the firepowers of special forces or well over 24 hours. Notably, during the standoff, the militants also deploy effective social media strategies to convey their narrative to their wider world, which is indicative of the insurgents' increased tactics sophistication. The episode also shows that there seems to be improved coordination between the various Baluch insurgents groups. As society in Baluchistan is structured along tribal royalties, numerous organizations and armed groups have emerged to articulate the grievance of the Baluch people who tribal loyalty continue to endure. There seems to be a gradual shift in the composition of armed groups, with middle class and educated youngsters joining them. The BLA is the most formidable group and has been declared a terrorist organization by Pakistan and the USA, while Baluchistan Liberation Front (BLF) is reportedly more popular among the younger population in southern regions of the province. The Baluch are Republican Guardians (BRG) is active in areas such as Bolan, Quetta, Sibi, and Nasirabad. A few years ago, these armed groups, along with the Sindhu Desh Revolutionary Army (SRA), decided to collaborate under the banner of the Baluch Raji Ajoi Sangad (BRAS). The objective of the BRAS is to launch coordinated attack on Pakistan military infrastructure and its intelligence apparatus with greater ferocity. Concerns of the Baluch people. The current insurgency in Baluchistan is not the first of its kind. In fact, the province has witnessed multiple insurgencies, such as the ones in the 1950, 1960, and 1970 and the mid 2000th century. It is important to note that alongside armed insurgency, there exists a people's movement advocating for improved access to basic necessities such as drinking water, tackling the rising cost of essential commodity like petrol and medicine, regulating the presence of the Chinese fishing traveler, and ensuring an hindrance access to the sea for fishermen. Last year, Balochistan witnessed massive protests led by women who demanded the cessation of the custodial killing and fake encounters. The defense forces have then deployed coercive measures such as enforced disappearance, illegal detentions, abductions. Over the year, the Pakistan government has attempted to portray the discontent in Balochistan as a consequence of power contestation involving a few tribal chieftains in the province. However, there is no denying that Balochistan was subjected to political and socio-economic neglect. Many in Balochistan complain that their province were forcefully incorporated in Pakistan in 1948. Furthermore, the people of Balochistan rarely experienced the political empowerment because of decades of military rule and centralized governance. The province has numerous natural resources such as coal, copper, gold, and natural gas. However, the exploitation of these resources has not improved local people's livelihood. To compound such miseries of the local population, massive infrastructure projects such as the Gwadar port as part of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC) were operationalized without adequate stakeholders consultation. The contraction of this project resulted in people migration to Balochistan from different parts of the country, promoting concern about demographic shift that will adversely impact the interests of the local Baloch population. Insurgent groups have often articulated their protest against the CPEC and have called upon China to withdraw from the province. Sadly, there was instances such as the suicide bombing at Karachi University and the bombing of a bus near the Dasu hydropower project in which Chinese civilians were killed. There is therefore growing concern in Beijing about the Pakistan Army ability to provide security to Chinese personnel working on the various CPEC projects. There are reports that China may consider a proactive approach such as deploying private security companies to protect its civilian and interests. While China's Belt and Road Initiative (BRI) was criticized for pushing country into that trap, and Pakistan, which is Beijing's most valued strategic partner, the CPEC, a critical component of the BRI, has come under the sustained physical attacks. Regional complexity, the geopolitics context thus far has not been conducive to the success of the Baloch insurgent movement. While the province accounts for 44% of the country's landmass, it has approximately 5% of the country's population. It may be easy for security forces to contain the separatist movement as they constitute a very small percentage of the population. Additionally, the Balochistan independence movement has not received significant international support. The province is not geographically contiguous to India, and that therefore India is not in a position to provide material support to Baloch armed for group. The Baloch nationalist imaginations also incorporate the Sistan province of Iran, which consequently make Iran irrelevant to support the Baloch separatist movement. Further, with the deteriorations of the security environment in Pakistan, Tehran is worried that anti-Iranian groups are finding a haven in the neighboring Balochistan province. Last year, Iran conducted missile and drone strikes targeting Iranian territory in Balochistan. The USA withdrawal from Afghanistan brought about a significant geopolitical shift in the region. There is a growing rift between the Taliban and the Pakistan army, with the occasional skirmishes on the borders. Taliban representatives have often made statements which suggested that they would not recognize the Durand line that delineates the Afghanistan-Pakistan or the Taliban has also, despite many demands from the Pakistan army, refused to contain the presence of the Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan (TTP). There was been a significant uptick in the activity of the TTP in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Khawa province, Pakistan. Many in Pakistan security establishments perceive growing coordination between the TTP and BLA. Pakistan official statement that terrorists were in direct communications with Afghanistan-based planner suggested that all is not well between Pakistan and various armed groups in Afghanistan. The TTP and its Pashtun cadre and the BLA with its Baluch cadre constitute a significant threat on Pakistan's western border. On the other hand, Pakistan has invested considerable security resources on the eastern border with India. The India-Pakistan bilateral relationship continue to remain cold, and Islamabad Kashmir policy has yet to factor in different ground reality. It is unclear how the new Trump administration would respond to the unrest in Pakistan. Lack of popular support. Pakistan's domestic political will broadly define the trajectory of unrest in Balochistan. Pakistan military lost considerable respect because of its crude handling of a popular leader like Imran Khan. The current civilian leadership hold on how power is attributed to its closeness to the military rather than to its popularity among the masses. Given the legitimacy crisis of the military civilian leadership, it is unlikely they would indulge in serious negotiation. It would be prudence of the Pakistan military civilian leadership to decentralize the power and share revenue from the resources extradition with the people of Balochistan. Otherwise, the turmoil in Balochistan will continue to endure. Sanjay Pulipaka is the chairperson of the Political Research Foundation. The view expressed are personal. That this article all just is. The current insurgency in Balochistan is not the first of its kind. In fact, the province was witnessed multiple insurgencies, such as the one in the 1915, 1916, 1970, and mid 2000. Over the years, the Pakistan government has attempted to portray the discontent in Balochistan as a consequence of the power constellations involving a few tribal chieftains in the province. However, there is no denying in that Balochistan was subjected to political and socio-economic neglect. The Balochistan independence movement has not received significant international support. The province is not geographically contiguous to India, and therefore India is not in a position to provide material support to Baloch armed group. So guys, this is today's video. Please like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel for further more update and more video. Press bell icon for notification. Thanks for watching. We meet in tomorrow or next video. Jai Hind.